What's going on, everyone? This is Cadman Cycling. Welcome in. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. Today we're back in Watopia. This is the CC Boucherville V2000 Fun Races. Takes us on 3 laps of the Volcano Flat route. Pretty flat. Takes us around Watopia, around the volcano. A decently long race. This one's upwards of almost 40 kilometers, 3 laps. Each lap is about 7.6 miles, 12.3 kilometers. So that's a total of just over 37 kilometers. Should take the leaders a little under an hour to complete. We're racing this in the C category, but all different categories will be visible, just starting at different times. So 10 starters for the B race. It looks like we have about 7 or 8 here that made it out of the pens. Not everyone started with us, so a small pack to start. In the way this ride was situated, the A's actually started first, and then the B's started a minute later, and the C's will start a minute after us. So essentially it's set up so that really the paths of the front groups shouldn't cross while on the race course. It's the opposite of a chase race. So the front B group should never get caught by the front C group, since the C group is starting a minute later. But it does make it a little bit interesting, as if you get dropped by the front group, you always have the opportunity to possibly jump in with the front group of the group below you, or the category below you. So kind of interesting for me. I'm kind of new to the B group, generally at the lower end of the category. So I'll do my best to hang on for as long as possible, which is exactly what I'm doing here. I'm putting in a little bit of effort early, just making sure that I stick with these 4 other riders in the B group. But just because this race is a longer one, not exactly my specialty, I know I probably won't be able to stay with them for the entire ride. So I'll do my best now to hang on. My backup plan is kind of to, if I ever get dropped, settle down a little bit and then see if I can jump in with a C group, see how long I can hold on with them. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Just over 1 kilometer in, making our way under the water. It's mid-April and we actually just got hit with a snowstorm. So sticking with Zwift for now, as we actually go ahead and skip forward. We're at the 8 kilometer mark. Same pack here. So been working with them for about 12 minutes now, but just got hit with a snowstorm today, so haven't done any outdoor rides yet, and I'll probably be inside for at least the next couple of weeks, hoping I can get outside sometime soon to do some outdoor riding. That's really what it's all about. I mean, I think a lot of us enjoy Zwift, but that's not how we first got into biking. It's really something about being outside, the freedom of being able to go wherever you want on the bike, is really what keeps us all coming back. I think Zwift is great for the winter, have some fun on races and keep up that base level of endurance. But what really excites most of us is really getting outside and having fun on the bike. So looking forward to that in the next couple of weeks. Jumping back into this race, my heart rate's at 180. Still early on in the race, just on lap 1 of 3 of this Volcano Flat circuit. There's a few punchy hills, but really nothing that should let a group get away. I think my goal here is just always stay in the draft, save as much energy as possible, but my heart rate's pretty high for this early on in the ride. This was a Saturday morning ride, I believe. It was actually my first time on the bike in about a week. I was off the bike for a week and then jumped on for this ride. Wasn't feeling great. The energy wasn't that high. I actually was looking to do a group ride at this time, but it just so happened that this was the only time I was available, and this was really the only race option I had. So jumped in, decided I'd give it my best and see where that put me. Again, still pretty early on. This is just one of the kickers, so that little kicker up to this route that circumnavigates the volcano. And all of a sudden it gets pretty strung out. So 3 riders ahead of me. I see Baxter also starting to pull ahead. Baxter was actually a C category rider who signed up for B. So his average watts per kg and for a 20-minute time period were right at 3.3. So he was joining B, trying to push himself, and he was a strong rider. And before I know, I'm dropped on this little uphill section. So at this point, I kind of shut it down a little bit. My heart rate was high. I decided to kind of ease off a little bit. And actually, this is where it takes me to. So we're at the end of the ride. I spent the rest of the ride really all alone. The CPAC actually came, caught me. I stuck with them for a few Ks before my heart rate got high. My legs were hurting, so I let them go. It was a lonely last 2 laps, and some rides on Zwift will be like that. So I'll finish strong. This turned into just kind of a Saturday ride on my own, not riding with a group. More of like outdoor ride when it's not a group ride, but you're just trying to get some mileage in. That's exactly what I ended up doing this morning. So had fun for a few kilometers, got dropped, but finished the ride. Watts per kg were low, finished in 66 minutes, but ultimately a good workout on a Saturday, good way to start the weekend. This one felt more similar to an outdoor ride, not always pushing exactly as hard as you can when you're not in a race, but still getting a good workout in, enjoying time on the bike. So guys, thanks for hanging in there. This was a bit of a different ride. It didn't feel like as much of a race, but I'll be back racing soon. So guys, thanks for joining this time. This is Cadman Cycling, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.